Yeah, hello everyone. In the last class, we have discussed about interfaces concept. Okay, in today's class, we will discuss about one more concept is abstract class. Let me share my screen. Okay, abstract class. So abstract class, a method which will contain at least one abstract method. Then that class is called like abstract class. Okay, so abstract means not implemented, something will come. Meaning means one method. Okay, I will take one class, so in that class I will not implement one method. Okay, so for that one I will implement that method in subclass. In child class only I can implement that one. Okay, and that class may contain some other methods, and it will contain some implementations also, but one or two methods I will not implement. Okay, and those methods I can implement in n number of subclasses. Okay, so how interface is working here? Only one time we are declaring, but we can use that class. We can use that interface methods in n number of classes, right? The same way here also, I will declare a method, but I will not implement that method. Okay, I will not implement that method, but we can use, or we can implement that method in different classes with different functionality. Okay, so and let me create one abstract class, then we can understand. So you can ask the question like abstract class and interface both are same like that. I mean the functionality. Okay, so functionality wise, uh, interfaces will contain methods, but we cannot implement any method. But coming to the abstract class, not like that. Not all methods should not implement. Means we can implement a few methods, but a few methods we cannot implement. Okay, so if you create something class, then we can understand a bit easily. Let me create one sample class. Okay, so go to AC24 transaction, and here ZCL. Okay, ZCL, and abstract class one. Click on create button, and now here testing, and here we can see something public, protect, private, and abstract. Okay, so this is the abstract class, but by default it will contain something public, right? So you can keep it like this only, and here final is there, so we need to unselect this one because I'm creating something abstract class, right? Uh, so that abstract methods we need to implement from another class. So if we maintain the checkbox here, then we cannot inherit this class. We cannot create any child class for this class. So I'm deselecting this final checkbox and click on save button. And see, the public is there, right? It will change automatically. I will show you that one also. So click on save button, click on local object. Here, I will take something methods. Always one scenario. I'm creating something sales order information. Okay, sales order information. I'm creating the class. So for that one, the customer, uh, I mean, he will pay something amount for us, right? So he can pay through something check or something online payment, or he can give something cash or something credit card. So he can pay in different ways, right? For that one, what I will do, sales order information. So this is the method, and level is 0 instance, and public the visibility section, and here the visibility section is coming. Okay, but for interface the visibility section will not come. Okay, by default the method will save into under public section, but here it's not like that. We need to provide the visibility section. You can give public, protect, private for anything like that. Okay, now this is the sales information, and now I will take something payment. Okay, payment, and this is also instance only and public section only, and this is the payment information. Okay, the customer will pay something amount to us, so that information I will maintain in payment method. So this payment method, fine, and click on attributes tab here. Yes, for number. This is the say EVELN underscore VA sales document number, Kunar instance, and Kunar. Okay, as of now, I'm just maintaining sales order number and customer number, and the customer is paying something amount. Okay, so this type of information, these two variables I'm taking instance variables, and methods I'm taking something in cell SO information and payment like that. Okay, now this SO information is there. I will implement this method. Okay, here only in this class only I will implement this one. Click on source code, click on S button, and now here the variables SO number is equal to, I will pass something number here, 123 something sales order number. Okay, and something customer number, something I have taken, right? I will check the variable name, attribute name, and customer is equal to something customer CST1. Okay, save it. So click on back, attributes, Kunar. Okay, directly I have taken Kunar, no issue. So let me come back here. This is the Kunar. Save it, check it, activate it. So it is showing something error. Error found. Activate anyway. Implementation missing for payment method find. And now click on back button. Is saved, right? Yes, save. Now I want to make the class as the abstract. Okay. So if you want to make any class as abstract, then the class merchant should contain at least one method as abstract. then only the class will consider like abstract class. Okay, so abstract method means the method should not implement. That is the concept here. Okay, this is for reusable purpose. Okay, the payment method will be in a reusable purpose. Fine, and here payment is there for this one. This is the instance on public only, but I want to make this method as the abstract. How can we make it like that? So select this payment method and click on something here. Wait, 1 minute. Here properties, okay, fine. Here one button is there after source code something. Go to properties is there, right? So click on this go to properties tab button, and here something abstract checkbox is there. Just select this checkbox here. So implementation of method payment deleted. Okay. So if you have implemented something for this method, then automatically the implementation will delete because I'm selecting it as the abstract. Abstract method should not contain any implementation. Okay. So click on OK button. Click on change. Okay, so this is the instance only, but it is not showing anywhere. It is the abstract method like that. Okay, so if we go inside of this one, okay, where is this go to properties button, then only we can see this the abstract method like that. Okay, now what I will do, I will, this is the instance method, right? I will change it to the static. Okay, static method. Now save it, and once again click on go to properties button, and here we can see something abstract is in disable mode. That's 1 minute. Okay, here static radio button, I mean sorry, coming here, here static method I have selected, right? So if we take any something static method, for that static method we cannot change it as the abstract method. Okay, so if it's an instance, then only we can make it the abstract method, otherwise it's not possible. Okay, so uh, this button, go to properties, see here, this is in disable mode. Okay, now we can change this one here also. Here static instance and radio buttons are there. So this instance button here, and abstract is in enable mode now. So click on change button. Now we can see this is also changing. Instance method is changing here. Previously static was there, now it is changed, now it's changed to instance method. Now save it and activate it. It is activated, right? Now go to the properties tab here, and we can see something abstract. Automatically it changes this one. Okay, so previously it was in public. So by default, if you are creating any class at that time, the class will consider as public only. But here, after changing the method as abstract method, automatically the class is converting like abstract class. Okay, if a class contain at least one method as abstract method, then the class is the abstract class. Automatically it will convert. Okay, fine. Now save it and activate it, and I will create one more. And one more thing, we cannot create any object for this abstract class. That is not possible. Okay, and if you want to use or if you want to call any method from this class, abstract class, then we need to create one child class for this class. And from the child class object, we can call these methods. That is the only one way. Okay, so fine. I will do one thing. Go to AC24 transaction. I will create one more class here. And this is for online payment class. Okay. So here, what is happening? Payment is there, but payment is the abstract method. Only declaration happened, but implementation not happened here. So I need to implement this method in subclass, right? So for that one, I'm creating one class online payment. Okay, the payment will be in different modes. Okay, online payment, check, credit card, or some offline cash. So whatever it is. So as of now, I'm taking something online payment. Click on create button, and this is the normal class only. And here, final, I am removing here. And before that one here, inherit is there. Okay, create inheritance. We already saw the inheritance concept. So I want to make the class as the subclass. Okay, I want to make this class as the subclass. So at that time, we need to provide something superclass name. So click on the inheritance button, and here superclass name we need to provide. So copy the class name, the abstract class name, and go to the normal class and paste the superclass name like this. Superclass is abstract class now. So click on save button, click on local object. Now automatically the methods are coming like SO info and payment like that. Okay. Now I need to implement. See the payment method implementation is not available in the parent class in the super class. We need to implement that one. Okay. The subclass we need to implement that one. At that time we need to redefine the method. Okay, we need to redefine the method because the implementation is not available in the super class. So we need to implement it now. So we have to go for redefine this method. So the option is available here, redefine method. This is a button for redefine. Just select the method, click on the redefine button. Okay, now implementation is coming here. Okay, implementation here. I need to um, pass like data of LV underscore payment, online payment, right? Something transaction number. Okay. TRN number is equal to something number is coming. Data of LV underscore amount is equal to something amount 2 lakhs amount and data of LV date is equal to SYFNDATUM today's date only, and I will display the data. Okay, so in the payment I'm just passing something transaction number. See, this is for understanding purpose only, not for real-time scenario. So how can we implement this abstract method in a subclass? That is the concept here. Okay, and here I will call the right transaction number is equal to transaction number is equal to and LV underscore TRN underscore number. and paid amount is equal to LV underscore A amount on LV date. Okay, so I'm displaying something data here. So at that time we need to uh, I mean some hard coding and some variable data, both mix I am passing here. So if you are hard coding something like paid amount is the hard coding here, and the amount value is coming from here, the LV amount. Okay, and we can take something importing, exporting parameters here, but I'm not taking anything. Or we can take the data from the select query, fetching the data from tables like that. Also, we can fit the data, but as of now I'm just hard coding the values here into one variable LV amount. Okay, on is a hard coding and the date is coming from LV date variable. Okay, now save it, activate it. This is activated. Okay, this is activated. So in a super class, so here I'm just maintaining something, sales order number and 123, but I'm not displaying anything here, right? uh, Sales order number is equal to SO number, and customer number is equal to Kunnar. Okay, now activate the class. This is a super class, right? The method I'm just implementing. First method only, not the second method, only first method. If you double click on the payment method, just double click, it is not going anywhere. Method payment is abstract. Okay, message is coming. The implementation will not be there for this abstract method. Okay, now I will come to the normal class here. So sales information is coming in something blue color. The text is coming in the blue color, means so this is coming from the super class. Okay, this method is coming from the super class. The background color is coming something sky blue color, and coming to the payment is coming in the sky blue color background color. So the meaning is, so the payment method is coming from the super class only, but the text is coming in the black color, means so this payment method is redefined in this class. That is the meaning of that one. Okay, now I will create something object for this class. Let me check. /o s11, sorry, s38. Data obj, this is the child class, right? Subclass, right? Subclass obj is equal type ref2. What is subclass? Subclass is this one. Oh, subclass is this one. ZCL online payment. Okay, this is subclass and startup selection. Create object, subclass object. Okay, now I will call the method. Okay, how to call the method? Call method subclass object. Okay, here if you click on control plus space button, it is showing something payment and SO info. Okay, payment is redefined. Okay, payment method is the redefined method in the subclass, but SO information is coming here, right? SO information is coming from the superclass already implemented. Okay, the superclass method SO information that is already implemented in the superclass only. And call method method is there, payment. Now save it, check it, activate it. It's activated. Click on execute button. See, sales order number is 123 and sales customer number is customer one and transaction number is something number is coming. Paid amount is 2 lakhs on 23/3/2023. Okay, so these first two lines are coming from the first method SO information, and the two lines, the second two lines are coming from the subclass. Okay, in the subclass it is implemented. Payment method is implemented in the subclass only. In the subclass, I can maintain some more methods like M1 I am taking here. This is the instance method and the public section, the method M1. Okay, method M1. I will implement this method, click on yes button, and here, so method M1 calling from ZCL online payment. Okay, activate it. This is activated. Okay, this is activated. Click on back, and now I will call the method of M1 also. Save it and check it, activate it. It's activated, execute it. So here method M1 calling from class name. Okay, means so this is a subclass object. So this subclass object can access the subclass properties as well as superclass properties. Both properties. Properties means the methods or attributes, events, whatever it is. Okay, so we can use anything from the superclass because this is a subclass. Subclass object can access anything from superclass. Okay, now what I will do, I will create one more subclass. So this is online payment. Okay, online payment, and I will go for /OSC24. Okay, this is a payment, and I will go for something check or credit card. Okay, credit card. Click on create. This is for testing, and click on save. Okay, okay, and here I need to give something superclass name, right? But I forgot to give the superclass name. So here superclass button is there. Click on the superclass button. Now it is asking the superclass name here, and copy the superclass name. Yeah, correct. Copy it and paste it here. Okay, now save it. It is saved. The superclass is coming in the disabled mode now. We cannot change it. Now coming to the methods here, automatically the methods are coming. SO information and payment information is coming because these methods are coming from the superclass. Now I need to implement the read. I will need to implement this payment method once again in this class because this is subclass. So in this subclass, so I'm paying the money by using the credit card. Okay, so credit card information I need to maintain here. So click on payment here and click on redefine because the method is not implemented in the superclass. I am implementing it here. So if you want to re-implement, then we need to redefine the method. Okay, fine. Now here LV underscore uh, your card number. Okay, credit card number. Credit card number, date of LV underscore paid amount is equal to something 1,20,000. Paid amount, save, check, activate. Okay, method is activated and the class also activated. Okay, now what I will do, I will go to the program. Okay, I will create one more object here. This is for, otherwise I will change the name like this is the online payment, OP underscore object. This is the credit card payment. So CP, okay. Now the class is different here, JCL underscore. JCL underscore C card. Okay, credit card and okay, credit card information I am calling. So call method CP credit card payment object. So the method name is payment only. Okay, now save it, check it, activate it. This is activated, execute it. Now we can see something. Credit card number is equal to credit card number is coming and paid amount is coming. Okay, and before that one, uh, the I mean paying from online transaction. So online transaction number amount is coming. Okay, so this is the way to implement the method, abstract method. Okay, only one time we have defined this one, but in n number of classes we are redefining the same method. Okay, now this is okay, fine. Credit card payment is okay. I'm removing the objects here. Okay, what I'm doing here, so this is the subclass object, right? Now what I will do, I will I will declare an object for superclass also. Okay, data superclass object type ref2 with the class name. So this is the abstract class, right? So abstract class, fine. Okay. Now I will create the object for it. Create object and superclass object. Let me check it. It will throw error. See, instance of the abstract class. Okay, and cannot be generated. Means we cannot create any object or we cannot create any instance for the abstract class. Okay, now I will remove this one. Creating the object, I will remove it. Okay, just declare, that's it. Now let me check it here. It will not throw any error because declaration is okay, but I am not creating any object here. Okay, I am not creating any object here, then it will not throw any error. Now what I will do, I will do one thing. So superclass object is equal to OPOBZ. Okay, OPOBZ means I am declaring one object for the superclass but not creating. Okay, only I mean I'm just declaring the object for the superclass for abstract class, that's it. Okay, and after that one I have created the object for the subclass. Okay, I have declared and I'm creating the object for the subclass. After that one, the subclass reference I'm passing to the subclass reference. Okay, the subclass reference I'm passing to the superclass reference. So this concept is called here narrow casting. Okay, narrow casting. So what is this casting, narrow casting and wide casting? Casting is, I mean, um, I will let you know this narrow casting. Otherwise, let me cover now. So first of all, I will do one thing. Okay, first of all, casting. What is casting? And I mean, the casting is containing two types: narrow casting and wide casting, like that. Okay. Otherwise, I will take one more class. Then that will be better. I mean, narrow casting is possible here, but for wide casting, I cannot show you by using these class and methods. Okay, so what I will do, I will go over one more class, then I will show you one superclass and one subclass I will create, then I will show you the casting, how it is working, like that. Okay, so this is the concept of abstract class. Okay, for abstract class, we cannot create any object. For child class only, we can create object. So from the child class object, we can access the superclass objects, sorry, superclass properties. Now, let me coming to the casting. I will create one class like ZCL underscore. This is for click on create button, and this is for sales information. And this is not the final class, this is super class. So click on OK, create object, and here SO information 0 2 and SO information and the customer information 0 2. Okay, two methods I am taking here. Let me wait for 2 minutes. Okay, I am taking something class like this. Okay, so let me do one thing. This is super class. Okay. So here I'm taking the method, the SO information, right, and customer information. Two informations I'm taking. Otherwise, I will take one method only here. SO information I have taken, and now SO information. So this is the method. Okay, method. This is super class. The super class I am taking one method SO information. Okay, I will take one subclass. Okay, subclass. So let me create a subclass also. So slash o. First activate this one. Activated slash o sc24. The child class. So zcl underscore. These are sales order sales order, more detailed views, I mean item information, more detailed views will come here. Is for item. So click on create button, and now this is the SO item information. And this is subclass, so I need to make the inheritance here. So copy and paste the superclass name. So click on save button, click on local object. Okay, automatically that SO information is coming here. Okay, SO information is coming here. So first of all, let me uh, so I'm just implementing this method from the super class. The class name is ZCL underscore S4, right? This is super class. So, right, calling method SO info from super class ZCL underscore SO. Okay, now save it and activate it. So let me come back, activate it once again. So this is okay, fine. The implementation I have maintained like this, just calling the method as for information from superclass name I have maintained, right? In the same way, I will go for the subclass also. So I will, this is subclass and I will redefine this method. Okay, I will redefine this method. So, so redefining from subclass, the class name, SO item, save it, activate it. Okay, that this is activated. Now activated once again. The class is activated. Now I will take something information, customer information in the subclass. Customer information and implement this method. Okay, so write and calling the method name is customer info from subclass, and this is ZCLSO item. Okay, now Save and activate it. Okay, in the subclass also, SO information is there and customer information is there. Two methods I am taking here. Okay, SO information and customer information, both two methods are there, right? These are redefining, that's it. Okay, fine. And if I create something object for the super class, then what will happen? Okay, super object and subclass object. Okay, two objects. I mean, I'm creating two classes, one child, one super class, one child class, right? So first of all, I'm creating the object for the super class. That object name is super underscore object, sup underscore obj, super class object. Now I can access. Okay, now I can access these properties. Okay, so I mean, from super class, I can access the properties here because this is a super class object, right? Now coming to the subclass object, okay, coming to the subclass object. So the subclass object can access the child class and this method also customer information also it will access and it will go to the here also. But what is happening here? So the subclass object can access the properties from the superclass also, right? But it is redefined. SO information is redefined. So automatically it will come to the subclass only. If you want to call the superclass method from the subclass object, then we have to call like super. Right? Okay, what I'm discussing. Okay, here customer in sorry SO information is redefining, right? So here we need to call like call method super SO information. So if we call this one, then only it will call the super class method, otherwise it will not call directly. Okay, so let me check in a program level. This is not possible, right? I will check in a program level. So data superclass obj type ref2, but a superclass name ACLSO. Okay, and now startup selection, create object superclass object. Okay, now I will call the method SO information. Okay, now check it, activate it, execute it. So this is coming fine. Calling method so information from superclass. This is fine. Okay. Now what I will do, this is a subclass object. Okay, subclass object. Let me check it now. Save it, check it, and one more method is there. Customer information something. Check it, activate it. This is activated. Now, if I execute the program, then what will happen? The superclass. Okay, so the superclass object, it will go to the superclass and it will execute the SO information method and it will display the data. And coming to the 16th line, so this is subclass. Okay, subclass object is calling the same method. Okay, that method SO information is redefined in the subclass. Then what will happen? It will not go to the superclass because this is a redefined method. It will not go to the superclass. It will come to the subclass only. Okay, it will come to the subclass only. So, and the superclass is containing any another method. Okay, any another method which are not defined in the subclass, then we can call it directly. This is a superclass. I will take something method m1. Okay, here method. Okay, two methods I'm taking, and here m1, right? Okay, activate it. Now what is happening? Let me check here. Okay, the sub. So this is a subclass object, right? So the subclass object can access the superclass methods. Okay, but the superclass, the method SO information is redefined, so we cannot call that one from the subclass object, and we can call one more method like call method subclass object and m1. M1 is in the superclass method, but this is a subclass object. Now let me check it here. There is no error. Activate it and execute it. So as usually it is, I mean, it is executing from ZCL underscore SO, but the object is different here. The child class object. Okay, from child class object, I'm calling the method. So fine. Now what I will do here, method M1 is available. Okay, the subclass object. Okay, the subclass object can call the m1 method also, but not the this one SO information. Okay, this is the fine. Now my requirement is I want to call the methods. Okay, the subclass method is there, some SO information I am redefining it here, right? I want to call this method from superclass object. Okay, now this is a superclass object. I want to call it the subclass object, subclass method SO information, because this is redefined here. So I want to call this method from the superclass object. So directly this is not possible. Okay, directly this is not possible. In this case we can go for casting. Okay, so casting is nothing but changing the existing behavior of an object. Okay, so what is the behavior of this object? Calling the superclass properties. Okay, superclass object behavior is calling the superclass methods, but here I am changing it. Okay, I am changing it. How I am changing? I am changing the superclass object is calling the subclass object, subclass methods here. Okay, superclass object is calling the subclass method, changing the behavior of this object. Okay, fine. This is the casting. But in this one, we have some two types of castings, some narrow casting and wide casting, like that. Okay. So narrow casting is nothing but less details to more details. Okay, less detail, less detail view to more detail view. I am changing the behavior. Okay, so here in the super class it is containing some less data, I mean less information only, but the child class it will contain some detailed information. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. So So what is happening here, I will let you know. The coding level, we can understand. So actually narrowcasting is more detailed view to less detailed view. I will show you in the program level. Okay, so this is fine. Creating the objects fine, and after that one, superclass object is equal to subclass object. Okay, superclass object is equal to subclass object. Then what is happening here? So whatever the the reference, okay, the reference of the subclass is moving to the superclass. Okay, so here the child class object is containing more details. Okay, so more detailed views I am passing to the less detailed view. Superclass is containing something less data only. Okay, but the child class is containing more detailed view information. So this reference I am passing to the subclass, sorry, superclass reference. Okay, then what will happen? Let me check here. Now call method superclass object sub, the method name is s for information. Okay, now activate it, keep the breakpoint here. Okay, execute the program. Now go to the desktop 3 superclass object and subclass object. We can see the reference number here 0, 10 is there, and here 11 is there. For the superclass, the reference is 10, and for subclass, the reference is 11 here. Okay. Now what I'm doing, the reference I'm passing to the superclass object. Okay. If I click on F5 button, the 11 will move to the here in the first line. In place of 10, it will replace with 11. Click on F5 button. We can see here the reference is copying and pasting here. The class name also. Okay. JCLSO item. The reference also is moving here. Total reference is moving to the superclass. Now, if I click on F5 button, then what will happen? Okay, so it will go to the superclass method or subclass method. Where it will go? That is the question, right? So if I click on F5 button, let me see. Click on F5. So it is coming to the subclass. Okay, it is coming to the subclass. We can see write calling method get SO information from class, from subclass. Okay, from subclass. So click on execute button. See, actually, the superclass object cannot call the subclass methods. Okay, superclass object cannot call the subclass object. And if it is redefined, okay, if it is redefined, then we can go for narrowcasting. So this is the way for narrowcasting. Okay, fine, fine. The superclass object is calling the subclass method. Okay, superclass object is calling the subclass method, and it is containing one more method, customer information also, right? So let me do that one. I will call that. I will call that one call method superclass object, but in the child class, the method name is customer info, right? So let me check the method name. So customer information, correct only. So now what will happen? Now save it and check it. So it is throwing error. Method customer information does not exist. There is, however, a method with a similar name SO information. Only first method it is showing because this is redefined. Because these are redefined. And I'm calling the superclass object with, I'm calling the subclass method with superclass object. Okay, so now what will happen? Now save it and check it. Now it is not showing any error. Okay, so this is called here dynamic calling. Okay, dynamic calling. Activate it and execute it. Okay, the I am passing the subclass object reference to superclass object. Okay, so now click on F5 button, then we can see the same thing. The subclass and superclass both are same here. Okay, what is happening? The more detailed view information is passing to the less detailed view. This is a narrow casting. And now I'm calling the method. Okay, SO information I'm calling. I'm using the superclass object. Click on F5 button. It will go to the subclass only because this is SO information is redefined in the subclass, right? So it will go to the subclass. I'm using something narrow casting, so it will go to the subclass only. So it will execute it. Now, if I click on F5 button, then what will happen? Click on F5. So it will go to the customer information of the subclass because of dynamic calling. So directly that is not possible. In the interview, you can get the question. Okay, how can you call a subclass method? Okay, how can you call a subclass method with superclass object? Directly, it is not possible. By using dynamic calling, that is possible. By using some narrow casting. Okay, by using narrow casting, and we have to use the dynamic calling. Then that is possible. Fine. Call method, superclass object, and here I want to call the method m1. Okay, m1 is available in the superclass. See here, get cl underscore so m1 is available, right? Now I want to call this method here. Save it and check it. Activate it and execute it. Okay, F6, 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 and F5. Okay, as usually, it is going to the superclass only. Okay, superclass only. Fine. Now this is okay. Fine. Now the reference is moving from subclass to superclass. Okay, the reference is moving from subclass to superclass. Now I want to call it back. Okay, the superclass object. Superclass object and subclass object is coming like this, right? The reference is coming like 10 here, and the class name is ZCL and the scope, right? So now if I click on F5 button, narrow casting will coming here, and that the reference of the subclass will move to the superclass. Now my requirement is I want to bring it back. Okay, I want to bring it back. Then what we have to do? That is the wide casting. So what we have to do in that case? Okay, I will create one more object here. Here what I will do, superclass object is equal to and superclass object 2. Okay, now activate it. Activate it and execute it. Okay, now find under superclass object you can see here superclass object 10 is coming and the class name is ZCL underscore S4. Okay, And the subclass object, the reference is 9 and the class name is ZCL underscore S1 underscore item. Now I'm creating one more object for the superclass only. For that one, the object is coming, the reference is coming like 11 and the class name is ZCL underscore S4. Okay. The class name is ZCL underscore S4, right? Now what is happening? If I click an F5 button, then superclass object will change to the subclass name ZCL S4 item will copy and paste here. And the reference also will change here. Click an F5 button. See, the class name is changing here for the superclass object. Okay, for the superclass object, the reference is coming like ZCL S4 item. This is the child class only. Hello, hello. Hmm. Okay, play also not required, not required. Okay, now what is happening? So it is changing, right? Now I will call the methods. These all are things okay, fine. Now I want to bring it back. Okay, after calling the method, subclass methods, I want to bring back the class name. Here the reference is coming like ZCLSO item. Okay, now, so whatever the class is there in the object 2, so this is I'm passing to the superclass object. See here, object 2, it is containing something CL underscore SO. This is the superclass object, superclass name means it is containing something less detail. Okay, and here what I have written superclass object. The superclass object is containing the item mean the subclass name means it is containing more detailed view. Okay, more detailed view, and here this is the less detailed view. Now what is happening? The less detailed view is moving to the more detailed view. So click an F5 button. See, the superclass object is changed to ZCL underscore SO. Previously, ZCL SO item was there. Now it is changed. The class name is changed here. Okay. Now the less detailed view information is passing to the less detailed view. Sorry, less detailed view information moving to the more detailed view. Okay, more detailed view is replacing with less detailed view. So this is wild casting, and if you click an F5 button, then directly it will go to the normal as usual. The superclass it will go. The reference is also same thing JCL underscore S4. Okay, and here also in this statement also it will go to the superclass method only, but the reference is different here. The reference is JCL underscore S1 underscore item will come. Okay, in the 22nd line. And now the reference is JCL underscore S4 is coming. Same thing will come in the 2 times. So this is the white casting. Okay, just I just shown you how narrow casting and how wide casting will work here, but this is not the exact scenario. I will let you know the exact scenario. Okay, I will let you know a bit later. I'm gathering some requirements. So if I gather all the requirements, then I will create one object, real-time object by using all the concepts. Okay, some interface concept and some inheritance and abstract class, exceptions. Okay, some narrow casting, wide casting. So we have to use these all things in the real-time object, then you can understand a bit more. Okay, I am creating those objects. Okay, if I finish that one, then I will start that object. Okay, and if you have any doubt or if you are not understanding something concept, please let me know. Okay, I will try to explain more detail to you. Okay, okay, then bye. Jai Hind.